What is up, guys? My name is Harris, and welcome back to the channel. Today is a brand new video, and preseason. Game 3 didn't turn out that great, but yeah, so the Montreal Canadiens, they were in tonight against the Ottawa Senators, and we would end up getting smacked 7-2. Honestly, I'm not even really that mad. This was just a really fun game to watch, honestly. It was really fun watching how much the Canadiens got destroyed. And yeah, so we're going to get right into the notes. If you're new here, basically I run down the game summary, give my notes on what I thought of the game, and then I give the Habs player stats because I'm on Montreal Canadiens channel, and then we're going to do the outro. Also, by the way, boys, I am going to try and get the first episode of a certain game that I want to start Let's Playing. Not necessarily Let's Playing, but I'll let you guys know, it's a franchise mode. It's a Be a GM mode. I have one that I'm planning to do. I actually put it out as a poll on my Discord, link in the description, for what you guys wanted me to do, and I'm pretty sure I did. And yeah, so we're going to be doing that in the coming days. I'm going to try and record it tomorrow. It's just there's a Habs game again tomorrow, so I'm going to be back up here tomorrow night. So I might be able to record it tomorrow, but it won't be out until probably, because I think we're Sunday. Yeah, we're Friday, so probably until Sunday at the earliest. So, yeah. So the Canadiens and Senators game. By the way, Sens back to their best logo, in my opinion, so I'm very happy about that. They're actually back to that last season, actually, so I don't know why I brought that up now. But the first period, Austin Watson scored. This is the pleasure of doing one take and not editing. You guys get to hear all the mistakes I make. Austin Watson scored from Shane Pinto and Nick Paul. I just realized I didn't put if that was Shane Pinto's what assist that was, so I'll do it live on stream. That was indeed his first assist of the preseason, and Nick Paul also was first. Alex Belzile tied the game for the Canadiens from Chris Weidman and Jonathan Drouin. Alex Formenton had his second goal of preseason from Artem Zub and Josh Norris. Then in the second period, Nick Paul scored from Shane Pinto, who has his second assist of preseason. Drake Batherson scored from Alex Formenton and Thomas Chabot. And then on the power play, Christian Dvorak got us within two from Chris Weidman and Jonathan Drouin. Then faster than you could say, oh, God damn it, Alan, what are you doing? Egor Sokolov scored from Parker Kelly. Then on the power play of their own, Josh Norris scored from Drake Batherson and Thomas Chabot. Then in the third period, Alex Formenton got his third goal of preseason, second of the night, from Drake Batherson and Josh Norris. So that was 14 seconds of the third period, by the way. The only goal Kevin Poulin would allow, so he actually looked pretty solid. After that, only facing like 5 shots. So yeah, that's the game summary. If you guys were here for that, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. If you're going to stick around to hear what I have to say on the game, thank you. The opening lines for the Canadiens were Jonathan Drouin, Christian Dvorak, and Josh Anderson, Raphael Harvey-Pinard, Jake Evans, and Yoel Armia, Lucas Vedemo, Ryan Poehling, and Alex Belzile, and then Michael Pezzetta, Jan Misek, and Alexander Fortin, Caden Gooley, David Savard, Ben Sherratt, Chris Weidman, Sami Niku, and Gianni Fairbrother were the defensive pairings. Jake Allen would reportedly play the full 60 minutes. And then I put Kevin Poulin won't have a chance to score on himself. The opening lines for the Senators were Formenton, Norris, Batherson, Reinhard, White, Ennis. Not White Ennis, but White and Ennis. Very common misconception. Paul, Pinto, Watson, and then Garg and Ostapchuk. So they ran with 7 blue liners and 11 forwards. Chabot, Zub, Delzado, Zaitsev, Mete, Holden, and then Bernard Docker was the 7th defenseman. Matt Molson, apparently Matt Molson's goaltender now. Matt Murray got the start net, and Matt Sogard would get the backups role. And before I started, I wanted to mention the Bell Center will be at 100% capacity for the season, so that's going to be really cool. I forgot to mention that in my first 2 reviews. Would have actually fit for last game since they were at the Bell Center, but I forgot. Oh well. So yeah, they're going to be at 100% capacity, which is going to be really cool seeing the Canadiens if I can get to a game this year, which I doubt I will, but who knows. Habs looked alright in the opening minutes. Evans was robbed by Matt Murray on a 2-on-1 with Raphael Harvey-Pinard. Pinard had a really great game in my opinion. I thought not a great game, but I thought he looked really good. I think he could definitely push for a fourth line role. I don't know if Mathieu Perreault is going to be getting any preseason games. If he doesn't, it might be to his own detriment, as I do think Raphael Harvey-Pinard could probably get a couple games to start the year in lieu of Mike Hoffman being out for the first month or so. By the way, Cole Caulfield is now reportedly day-to-day, and he is apparently expected to be skating with the team starting in the next couple days. Probably should be back apparently on Monday, so it's he may get a preseason game or not. I'd assume he doesn't personally. Sens back the other way looked pretty solid. They got some pressure, and then the Sens scored. Actually, it started pretty much with the Matt Murray 2-on-1 save. Sens came back the other way, led to a bit of pressure. I believe the puck out of the zone, then it came back in on a 2-on-1. It's past Jake Allen. That's where Austin Watson gets the goal from Shane Pinto, and it was a good fake out in my opinion. Expecting to go high, and then Austin Watson goes 5-hole. It was a really good goal for Watson. From Watson that I do have to admit. Sens had some more chances, but Allen was holding strong after allowing the early goal. I would not be saying that for most of this game. Murray robbed good possible breakaways. He sprung Batherson on a breakaway. Allen made a good save in return. Back and forth about 8 minutes into the game. Both teams looked solid. Fairbrother actually had a really solid slap shot. We had some good passing. We were looking solid, looking for an open man. Fairbrother happened to be that. Got a good slap shot, but it just missed. Matt Murray's had a great game so far, in my opinion. The Sens were rewarding him with good shots the other way. And then, holy shit, Raphael Harvey-Pinard got robbed by Matt Murray. A really good save on what should have been a one-timer. It was pretty much another 2-on-1. The Canadiens got a lot of those. Both teams got a lot of 2-on-1s, especially in the first period. I think there were a few in the second and third, mostly for the Sens. But yeah, great save by Murray. Goes back the other way, and Allen makes a great save. I forget who he robbed, but he did a great save. He made a great save, not did. Habs played great. They got pressure, some solid chances for them, but they weren't able to tie it, and then we scored. Alex Belzile, of course, like I said, from Weidman, and Drouin on a really nice one-timer. Just goes off of Murray and into the net, so it's a tie game at 1 apiece. Then Shabbat hit the crossbar. Really good job clearing it out. I forget who it was. I think it was Gouli in front of the net. It might have been Gouli. I thought actually had a pretty solid game. I really liked Gouli's game. Very low-key, very defensive. I thought he had a solid game. But if that was him, if it wasn't, good on whoever it was in front of the net. Good job clearing it out as the puck was right in front of the net after the crossbar. Then the Sens scored. It apparently went off of Savard. I actually didn't see because we had family over and they were just leaving. So yeah, it appeared to go off Savard. Zub took the slapper. That's what I saw. It went off for Metten and then off Savard into the net. So yeah, you really couldn't blame Allen on either goal. One was a 2-on-1 and the other was to double tip in front. So yeah, pretty much a double tip. But yeah, you really couldn't blame Allen at this point. Yeah. Habs then went to the power play. Connor Brown cross-checked Sami Niku into the boards. I saw some Sens fans trying to claim, oh, he's just finishing his check. But as the commentators mentioned, and I agree with this, if you see a player turning for the puck or whatever and they show numbers, it's out of respect that you don't finish your check on that play. It's players like Colin Brown, what the fuck's the irrelevant guy's name? Connor Brown. It's guys like Connor Brown and fucking Tom Wilson that do these types of hits that don't give a shit about player safety, So, yeah, cross-check Sami Niku. That's not the penalty. Niku was bleeding. Hopefully he's all right. He actually wouldn't come back to the game, so hopefully he is all right. Hopefully it was just for precautionary reasons, but if he is hurt, I'm wishing him the best. Wishing him the best recovery. He's a Hab now. I'm gonna start supporting him. Hell yeah. But yeah, so it wasn't the penalty. Batherson got called for roughing. There was quite a few of those actually tonight. Habs looked decent, but we weren't able to score. 0-for-1 on the power play tonight. Then, Sends went to a power play of their own maybe 20 seconds after our power play ends. Pezzetta got called for tripping. It was a valid penalty. Sens looked decent getting shots. Batherson had a really nice toe drag, but nothing was able to be scored. So at the end of the first, shots were 14-9 Sens. They led it 2-1 after the first. Sens would have roughly a minute of power play time. Mads Sogard would actually end up starting the second period. It appeared to be an equipment issue with Matt Murray as 50 seconds into the game, play stops, Matt Murray goes in, Sogard's out, so pretty much seemed to be either an equipment issue or could have been another Luongo type thing. And if you know what I'm talking about, which I'm sure majority of hockey fans know, then you know. If you don't, look it up because it's pretty goddamn funny, actually. Sens weren't able to score on the power play, but they did pressure hard with 3 shots on the power play. But we were 1-for-1 on the PK tonight, and I believe that was the only time we were shorthanded, I think. I forget. I believe so. Then the Sens scored. It was 3-1. Nick Paul, like I said, made it 3-1. Ben Sherratt turns the puck over right in front of the net, which is not something Sherratt needs to do, especially when he was actually having a decent game up to that point. He wasn't that bad. He's better as a defenseman on the right side, in my opinion. I think he's better on the right side, except when he's in his own zone, in my opinion. He has a good slapper that works if he's on the right side, in my opinion. But yeah, Sherratt turns the puck over to Pinto, just gets to Paul, and puts in the back of the net. That's probably the game. And it would actually end up being the eventual game-winning goal. I might actually want to do that in the future. I might start putting what goal was the game-winning goal if the game ends in regulation. Obviously, if it's an overtime, that's the game-winning goal. But I might start doing that in the future. I think that'd be kind of fun to do, just as a little keep track of. Habs went to the power play with a cross-checking call on Zaitsev. Nick Paul danced. Nick Paul danced around Chris Weidman trying to score shorthanded, but he wouldn't find anything. Neither would we. 0-for-2 in the power play tonight. Fear Brother got a good shot during the power play. He's been all right. I liked his play, actually, in the games that he's played. I thought he's played a decent defensive role for the Canadiens. I think he should be a good bottom pair type of defenseman, maybe top 4. If we can just hold out on him and make sure he really develops well. Maybe top 4, but I could see him as a good bottom pairing guy for us. Then it was 4-1. Batherson from Formenton and Chabot. Really solid play to just break down our defense. Chabot got it up to Formenton, so both our defenders went to him, leaving Batherson wide open on a kind of partial break. Puts in the back of the net. Then the Habs went to the power play. Gooley drew a tripping call. Really good on him. Love to see that. We looked good. I actually really liked the pressure we had with Drouin and Weidman on the power play. I really think if Weidman makes the team, which I'm hoping he does. I've really liked Weidman so far. He's been really solid, actually, in the 2 games he's played, as you can tell by his assists. He's definitely an offensive defenseman, power play, quarterback in a way, and he did it because we scored. Jonathan Drouin got it over to Weidman, took a big slap shot. Dvorak actually took it in the hand, but like a trooper, just bats at it. He gets it twice, actually, and he's able to put it home into a partially empty net for the 4-2 game. So we were 1-for-3 on the power play tonight. And Dvorak actually afterwards was shown on the bench. Appeared to be in some discomfort with his hand. Hopefully he's all right. He would play most of the rest of the game. So it seemed he only missed a shift, maybe a shift or 2. So hoping he's all right. And good on Dvorak for pushing through it. That's what we love to see. Jake Allen actually made a good save on another partial breakaway. I put, holy shit, we're not giving him anything in return. And we really weren't. And then it was 5-2, maybe 6 seconds after he makes that save. Egor Sokolov put it home for the 5-2 lead. I put, we are 100% done now. Parker Kelly, who would be mentioned again in this game like two prompts from now. But Parker Kelly is able to get the turnover in the corner, gets it to Sokolov. Actually, Sokolov kind of just steals it from Parker and puts it home past Jake Allen. Sort of like, from what I remember, kind of like a Jason Arnett goal from when he won the Cup for the Devils in 2000. Somewhat similar to that type of goal, but yeah. Actually really liked Pizzetti. He poked away at the puck in the glove of Matt Murray, tried to get something for us. Then he fought with Parker Kelly. Basically, Parker Kelly sort of cross-checked. I forget exactly. It looked like he cross-checked, but I think he just hit Pizzetta against the boards who had the puck. They both wanted to go. Pizzetta and Parker Kelly and Michael Pizzetta both dropped the gloves. They want to go at it, and Pizzetta just fucking annihilates him. Gives him like 3 shots, and he's down. And Parker doesn't even get a shot in. And Pizzetta gets 2 for roughing. An extra 2 for roughing, I should say. Which I find really weird. I found it really weird. I feel like maybe it's because he tried to pick up Parker Kelly to keep the fight going, maybe. I don't know what exactly could have gotten the 2-minute minor for roughing, actually, because I thought it was because he might have hit Kelly before the gloves were off, but it looks like they both threw off the gloves at the same time, so I don't know what it could have been. If any of you guys have have a definitive, like, okay, yeah, they confirmed it was this, that is why he got the extra roughing. I'd love to find out. So if you guys could tell me on the comments or join the Discord and send it there. I check either or pretty frequently. So yeah, Pizzetta now following up a solid game against the Leafs with a good one here. Really wouldn't rebound. He'd have a couple opportunities, but nothing great as compared to last game. Habs were able to kill it off as it's 6-2, courtesy of, I put Drake Batherson, I believe, but I believe Norris got the tip on it, I believe it was. So Norris from Batherson, Shabbat, that is the 6th goal. I put this is a disastrous night for Jake Allen, and it kind of was. Then with 2.9 seconds left, Mete tried to score on his former team. Allen was able to stop him. So the Canadiens are down 6-2 heading into the third. Shots were 29-22 for the Senators. I put I love Allen, but fuck, I want the massive blowout. Please put Poulin in for the third. You guys know what's about to happen. Kevin Poulin in net. Jake Allen is out. So I actually got what I wanted with Poulin. Actually, my dad wanted it as well. My dad wanted Allen out after, I think it was the 4th goal or the 5th goal is when he wanted Allen out of the net. And the Sens scored 14 seconds into the game. Batherson's second of the night is what I put. It was actually Formenton's second of the night. So yeah, Formenton... basically, Batherson passed it to Formenton, kind of a partial break, and yeah, Poulin just kind of overshot, pushing over from one side to the other. It was kind of a 2-on-1. Formenton has a wide open net, just puts it home. 14 seconds in, I was like, oh my god, it's 7-2. How bad is this going to get? I put this is what I love about preseason. You just don't have to give a shit about the games. You can just watch and have fun, which is pretty much what I was doing at this point. Sens were really in try-hard mode during preseason. They were really going to push for a 10-2 lead, which I was hoping they would get because it would have meant more views on the stream. But unfortunately, they would not score another goal, as you guys can clearly tell by the score counter, which I hope you guys like. I hope you guys like the whole thing. Also, I hope you guys don't mind that I didn't change from the burgundy. I figured, hey, they're both teams that wear red. Why not just keep the burgundy? I know that burgundy is more Montreal's color, but I thought, why not just keep it? It's red. It's the Senators. Whatever. So, you know, it's preseason. Who cares? It's not like I'm doing this for the regular season anyways. My Wi-Fi is going to say something different about that for sure. Canadiens had a few chances, but Sens just overpowering us in shots. Pizzetta tipped a Fairbrother shot off the post. That was actually a good opportunity. Could have made it 7-3. We wouldn't have come back, but it would have been a nice goal for him. Habs had some decent opportunities. I really liked how Misak, Drouin's line, and Fairbrother were playing. I also got to mention Caden Gooley. Really liked how those guys were playing. Sherrod and Savard have just been really bad. Sherrod obviously the turnover, which led to Nick Paul's goal. He actually had a few other turnovers that almost led to goals as well. Savard just not playing like Savard. I'm assuming it's because he knows his spot on the team is all but guaranteed given how much he's getting paid, so he just probably doesn't give a shit. He's just trying to get his legs going again and whatever. But I still did not like how he was playing. I actually liked Weidman. Weidman was really good tonight in my opinion. Where am I? Austin Watson then kind of pulls the Todd Bertuzzi, takes down Michael Pizzetta. Kind of looked like he shoved his face into the ice. It was a dangerous play, and honestly, from a convicted wife beater, I wouldn't expect anything less. I'm pretty sure it was Austin Watson. I know it was someone like the Preds terminated their contract that's convicted wife beater. I'm pretty sure it was Austin Watson. If it wasn't, I apologize. If it is, then I obviously don't apologize. Habs would go to the power play. It's obviously a roughing call, obviously. Thank you, refs, for actually calling that. Speaking of actually, the cross-checking calls were really consistent. Habs got 2 power plays because of cross-checking calls. I think the Sens got 1, and they were all in the first period. Really like that the refs are consistent so far with the cross-checking calls. We'll see if it lasts through the rest of preseason and into the regular season, which obviously I'm hoping it does. Formenton was very salty, face-washing, paling, and I forget who else. It was someone else. I think it was Belzile, actually. Kind of pulling the NHL game where if you want to fight with someone, you're just face-washing them until they accept. Which I actually thought was kind of funny. I was like, oh shit, he's pulling the NHL 14 on us. But no one took him up on it because it's preseason. Habs look solid. Weidman looking really good thus far. I put he could be our 6th defenseman over Sherratt, which I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. But we don't score on the power play, so we were 1 for 4 on the night. Final few minutes, Habs and Sens just kind of let things simmer down. Not many tries on either side of the rink. And the Canadiens would lose in regulation. I know I didn't take many notes in that third period, but really, did I have to? We were down big time at that point. I really wasn't giving a shit. I was just watching to watch. But what an embarrassing game all around. Hoping we can rebound tomorrow, because we do indeed play again tomorrow. It is Habs and Sens again. I believe we're in the Bell Center. We should be. So I believe it's going to be our B squad taking on the Senators. I think both these guys have 2 squads, technically, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be those 2. I don't think it's these 2 facing each other again. But, yeah, so hoping we can rebound tomorrow at home. 7-2 loss. Final shots were 34-27 Senators. So they would get 5 shots in the third period. Yeah, and the shootout results. I realized I accidentally stopped watching last game, I'm pretty sure, before the shootout. At least I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I stopped watching before the shootout. So I apologize for that, guys. I actually didn't have actually I don't think TSN even showed the shootout, unfortunately. They actually did for this game. So Artem Zub scored. Yoel Armia, really nice goal from both those guys as Armia scored. Batherson was saved. Dvorak was saved. Josh Norris was saved. Jake Evans was saved. The shot just went off the post. Could have won it there for us. Looked really solid, though. Tyler Ennis scores on actually a pretty solid backhander to beat Poulin. And Poulin is saved. Really embarrassing shot. Just kind of just flung it at the net. Didn't even really try. I think that kind of all but guarantees that what's his name is going to get the 4th line center, Paquette. They're giving him every opportunity, and he's just squandering it. Poehling. Poehling's really not making the most of his opportunity. He hasn't looked great at all, and it kind of shows. So the Canadiens, Christian Dvorak leads us in preseason points, 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points. I'm not tired, so I don't know why I'm yawning. Jonathan Drouin, 4 assists in 2 games. I love seeing Drouin really doing great. If he can keep this up into the regular season, I will be extremely happy with at least a 30 assist season, which I'm pretty sure for Drouin is at least what he will get, probably. If he can stay healthy, of course. If he gets injured at all, then probably won't, unfortunately. Hoping he can pull out an 19-20 season, I'm pretty sure it was. Dude had like 14 points in the first 17 games. He was really good. Then just got injured, and then he came back and just wasn't great. He wasn't fully healed. But yeah, Josh Anderson has 2 goals, 1 assist for 3 points. Chris Weidman has 3 assists. Michael Pezzetta has 2 goals. Tyler Toffoli and Alex Belzile each have a goal. Nick Suzuki, Alexander Romanov, Yoel Armia, Jan Misek, and Ben Sherratt each have an assist. And Michael Pezzetta, Ben Sherratt, and Brendan Babduke, who has 0 points, all have a fight. So yeah, boyos, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite clues, but it's not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything else. My name is Sarah. Subscribe to Hazy Club, subscribe to SubHub. If you're a member of the Mod Squad, thank you for moderating any comments on any streams and or any videos that I post. Check out the links in the description. I'm not going to go through all of them, but check them out. The Discord, you can ask to join the Sim League. It's pretty much like be a GM with 30 real general managers. We're currently at the 2010 Olympics, so that's fun. They're literally happening tomorrow. If you want to join the server in time for those, hit up the Discord and shoot me a DM saying, "Hey, fuckface, send me to your Sim League, please." You gotta include the please, otherwise you won't get in. But yeah, check out all the links in the description, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. Thank you guys for checking out the content. If you're still watching at this point, I greatly appreciate you. I appreciate anyone watching my videos, but if you're watching this far, giving me a chance, I appreciate it. That's fucking cool. Thank you guys so much. I hope to see you on the channel again tomorrow and in the future for future streams and videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice, and I am out. Love you guys. Always remember, go Habs, go, baby. Love you guys. Peace.